Welcome to Witches in Yoga Pants, your cozy corner of the cosmos where modern magic meets everyday life. We're here to explore magic, mindfulness, and personal growth with a grounded, no-fluff vibe. Whether you're into moon rituals, tarot spreads, or just trying to survive Mercury retrograde, you are in the right place. So get ready to disrupt some old patterns, explore what it means to reclaim your power, and remember who you really are. So pull up your yoga mat, light a candle, and let's get into it. Welcome back, friends. Today we're talking about the rhythm of fall. It's one of my favorite seasons because of the deep wisdom it offers us. And before we dive in, I just want to say that this special episode is releasing on Fall Equinox, also called Mabon. And this is the exact moment of the year when day and night stand in perfect balance. From here forward, the nights grow longer, the days shorter, and nature begins her gentle descent into rest. It's such a powerful threshold, a reminder that balance is temporary but sacred, and that we're meant to honor both light and dark, growth and release. Think about areas where you feel imbalance in your life right now. And then think about places where you might feel off center. Fall is more than just pumpkins and cozy sweaters. It's a mirror reminding us that life is cyclical and that letting go is necessary, and that our bodies and spirits crave alignment with natural rhythms. There's something about fall that feels both like an ending and a beginning all at once. The trees don't hesitate to let go of their leaves. They don't clutch at them and worry that they'll never return. They simply trust the process, and in that letting go, they prepare for rest, renewal, and eventually new growth. I personally love fall. I love the smell, the vibe, and the invitation that it brings. If we allow it, nature can be our greatest teacher. We cling to so much in our lives: outdated beliefs, old stories about who we are, relationships or commitments that drain us, emotions buried so deep that they become part of our identity. Fall's whispering, "You can let this go now." It's not about loss, it's about trust. Trust that release makes space for becoming. Trust that the cycle is always turning. Now, our culture doesn't make this easy. We live in a world that celebrates endless output. Our jobs, our calendars, our school schedules, they don't adjust when the days get shorter. If anything, it feels like the demands increase as the year races towards its end. But our bodies are wired for rhythm. We have circadian clocks that respond to sunlight, regulating energy, hormones, sleep, even moods. And as fall deepens, those rhythms are asking us to slow down, to turn inward, and to rest more. So instead, what do? We override the signals. Bright lights at night, scrolling our phones, caffeine to push us through. We've been conditioned to believe that rest is weakness, when really it's wisdom. The balance of light and dark is a reflection of the balance in our own bodies. We're not meant to live in this constant summer energy. Fall is nature showing us it's okay, even necessary, to lean into slower rhythms. At this time of year, I naturally begin noticing my rhythm shift. I crave cozy evenings, and I feel pulled towards reflection. This brings me to something really powerful in quantum human design: how different energy types experience this season. For those with defined sacral centers, this is my generators, manifesting generators, you carry consistent access to life force energy. But here's the nuance: consistent doesn't mean unlimited. Fall is an invitation to notice how you're using that energy. Are you pouring it into things that light you up? This season is a mirror for you to prune what no longer excites you, so your sacral energy is free to generate joy. For those with open or undefined sacrals, the projectors, reflectors, and manifestors, this is an important time. You are not designed for constant output, and yet modern culture tells you to keep up, to match the energy of the sacral beings. Fall gives you permission to stop, to rest deeply, and to honor these natural ebbs in your energy, to release the guilt or shame of needing more rest. Rest is your rhythm, and fall celebrates that truth. So whether your sacral is defined or open, fall asks us the same question: are you using your energy in alignment, or are you clinging to what's draining you? As a projector, I've had to learn to honor my body's rhythms, to balance my energy and give myself rest when I need it. I even follow the planetary transits, noticing where they bring an influx of sacral or throat energy into my chart. And then I plan my writing and recording for this very podcast around those windows, saving my daily energy for my clients. There's another piece of human design here that ties in beautifully with the energy of fall and release. It's the throat center. And for those of you with an open or undefined throat center, verbal processing is part of your rhythm. You may notice that speaking your thoughts out loud help you get clarity in the way that thinking them in your head never quite does. It's not about needing advice or feedback. Sometimes you just simply need someone to listen while you talk through it. This is something I see with clients often. Some of them come into sessions not necessarily looking for answers, but for a safe place to voice their thoughts, feelings, and ideas. And as they speak, the clarity arrives. The release happens in the actual act of expression itself. Fall reminds us that release can happen in so many forms. For some, it's journaling or breath work. For others, it's a simple but powerful act of speaking the unspoken, letting the words fall like leaves and lightening the weight of what you've been carrying inside. If your throat center is open, you might recognize the way clarity comes when you speak things out loud, and it can be such a powerful tool, and I invite you to explore it. Try recording voice notes, talking out loud to yourself, or sharing with someone you trust, letting them know that you're not looking for advice or solutions. It's just space to process what's on your mind. Release doesn't always look the same for everyone. Sometimes it's physical clutter, clearing out a closet, donating what you no longer need. Sometimes it's emotional layers, grief, resentment, shame that you've carried for years. Sometimes it's mental, the perfectionism, the constant self-criticism, the I'm not enough soundtrack that plays in your head. And sometimes release is spiritual, shedding old identities, letting go of roles we've outgrown, loosening our grip on who we thought we should be. These are the deeper leaves, and they're often the hardest to let go of. For those really stuck layers, the ones that you've tried to journal away, talk through, or ignore, there are tools that help your body release what's been holding. This is part of what I do in my work. I use an energy technique called emotion code, and I've witnessed incredible results. People letting go of emotions that were buried for decades, sometimes even generations. Sometimes the release shows up as physical pain easing. Sometimes it's weight lifted or sudden clarity about what's next. It's not about fixing you. You aren't broken. It's about allowing the body to let go of what it no longer needs to carry so you can feel lighter, freer, and more yourself. There are many types of modalities that can help with this type of work. Somatic exercise is just one that pops in, but I encourage you to seek help if you are having trouble letting go of what is no longer serving you, blocking you, or weighing you down. Use this time to remember our ancestors lived in tune with these rhythms. They rose with the sun, ate what the land provided in that season, and honored winter as a time of rest and reflection. Contrast that with today, we have artificial light, 24/7 access to work, endless productivity. No wonder so many of us feel anxious, disconnected, and burned out. Fall is an invitation to return to that ancestral wisdom, to realign with nature's pace instead of fighting it. So, how do we honor fall's wisdom in our modern lives? I have a few ideas. Write down what you're ready to let go of, and then tear it up or burn the paper as a symbolic act. You can use breath work. Inhale what you need, exhale what you no longer want to carry. Imagine the crisp air sweeping heaviness from your body. You can declutter, clear a drawer, a closet, or even your inbox. Physical release creates mental and emotional spaciousness. And if you feel something is too deeply stuck, seek help. That could be through my work or through other practices that resonate with you. There are many to choose from. So, soften into the season. Even though the world around us often says stay busy, we can choose to move differently, to soften and allow ourselves to become more in tune with the season. This doesn't require huge changes. It can begin with the tiniest shifts in how we move through our days. You can slow down, stop rushing like you're being chased, eat more slowly, walk more slowly, breathe more deeply. Bring in calm wherever you can, not by clearing your schedule, but by changing your energy. Create tiny rituals like light a candle while you eat or read. Use your favorite pen or special dishes in daily life. Speak gently to yourself and to others. Listen to music while you clean. And buy yourself flowers just because. These are small acts that send a powerful message to your nervous system. You are safe to slow down. They help you align with the rhythm of the season, even when life around you keeps moving fast. I want to offer you a breath practice. Take a deep breath in through the nose, hold it for just a moment, and then exhale slowly. And with that exhale, imagine a leaf falling from a tree. See it drifting down gently, landing on the earth. And with every exhale, release one more thing that you don't need to carry. Keep breathing leaf after leaf until you feel just a little lighter. Even 30 seconds of this can reset your energy, and I invite you to repeat it as often as necessary. As a projector with open sacral, I've had to learn sometimes the hard way that my energy isn't consistent. Fall helps me remember to honor that, to not force myself into productivity when my energy isn't there, and to plan ahead for times when flow is accessible so I don't burn out trying to create on empty. And every year, fall feels like permission. This permission to let go of the pressure to keep up, permission to rest, and permission to honor my own rhythm. So, as you step into this season, notice the crispness of the air, the crunch of leaves underfoot, and the way nature transitions so gracefully. Let it remind you letting go is not ending, it's beginning. And as we honor this equinox, may we remember the balance it represents: light and dark, activity and rest, holding on and letting go. Because just as nature is shifting, so are we. This fall, may you let go with the grace of the trees. May you honor your rhythm, whether defined or undefined. May you trust your voice, whether your throat is open or defined. And may you remember that in every release, you are creating space for something beautiful to grow. If you haven't explored your own human design chart, I've included the links below where you can grab a free chart for yourself. Sometimes just seeing your design, whether your sacral or throat is open or defined, can bring a whole new level of clarity about how you're meant to flow with the seasons of your life. Thank you so much for spending this equinox with me. It feels really special to share this space together, reflecting on balance and release and rhythms that hold us all. As you move into this season, I hope you'll give yourself permission to slow down, to let go of what no longer serves you, and to honor the cycles of light and dark in your own life. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love it if you'd share it with a friend who might need the same reminder right now. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, may your fall be filled with clarity, rest, and the grace of letting go.